is working fantastic. You keep saying you like it so snug. I want to have a bigger bag. I don't want to struggle so much and squish sail in there.
My name is Alex and this is Mandy. We spent the last 2 years in the Med and now we want to make our way out of here. We take it slow to show you all kinds of places. We started this channel because I'm a glass half empty kind of guy and I want to change that. Mandy helps me see the little things. If you like honesty, dead serious humor and outside adventures, then this channel won't disappoint.
What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right? I try to follow my heart,
Jesus.
but I lost it somehow. Wish that someone could say,
Oh, it's turning around!
Woo, it's happening!
It's happening!
Finally! Okay, bye! Oh, and this is our home, Blue Juice. It is the best boat in the world, because it's ours. Wow, you can see it. Before we start this week's episode, let me give you some context. Our stories take place in the Mediterranean Sea. For most people, sailing in the Med is not considered blue water cruising, and we understand why. It's island hopping and coastal cruising. The only overnight sail you'd have to make when crossing the Med is the jump from Sardinia to Menorca. Further, you can plan your route in day sail stretches. That is mainly how we sailed from Greece to Spain in 2019. It's the perfect place to get into the adventures of boat life as the challenges grow the further you sail west. In mid-2020, just after lockdown was lifted, we started the season in Valencia. Just getting back into the groove of boat life, we made our first hop to the Balearic Islands. The jump from mainland Spain to the Balearics leads to a landfall in Ibiza or Formentera. We were told Formentera was absolute banger. It is basically a huge sandbar. Close to Ibiza, people day charter motorboats to hop over here and have some fancy drinks. We arrived and it was absolute banger and insanely busy. Since life on Spain came to a full stop, people were seeking joy on the water. Ibiza was quite alive and it's a day charter adventureland. That means mainly motorboats, jet skis, and little time to waste enjoying the beauty of nature. If you want a week of high energy vacation on a boat, this is amazing. If you're living on a boat and need to balance life, plan a maximum of 2 weeks until you move on. We decided to make passage and move on. Because winds shift daily and you can't really rely on steady weather, you have to plan your route by the hour and calculate some motoring to make it to your night stop. One of our longer stops was the Lagoon Mar Menor, basically the only place that is truly sheltered along this coast. A small stretch of land separates the lagoon from the Med, and therefore all of this is a giant anchorage. This week we're leaving the lagoon and move further west. The only way to get out of this trap is the bridge. The bridge opens every other hour and we were running late, with the winds on the nose and a dirty hull. After dawdling around in the lagoon for more than a week, we also felt it was time to run the engine wide open throttle. We occasionally do this to clear the exhaust from the dirty stuff, especially after a day of motoring on cruising revs. We keep it on full throttle for about a minute or until the stinky smelly goes away. This is usually a good sign. Clean burn and no residue in the exhaust. Initially it feels quite bad forcing the throttle and the whole boat starts to rattle. But sometimes you just have to clear your throat before you sing. With our advanced navigational aid, we calculated our ETA and it seemed like we would arrive impeccably punctual.
It's always a little bit exciting and a little bit nerve-wracking to go through a bridge.
Let us walk right into the forest, to the trees and the rising sun. It is something we can't outrun. I do whatever it takes to hold.
Crazy current.
It's really strong. We're doing 2.9,
Wow.
2.8 and 2,500 revs.
Just past the bridge and there's quite a current. I mean, we're doing our cruising speeds, our cruising revs, 2.4. And how fast are we?
We did 2.8. Right now we're doing 3.2 again, but at the bridge it was really strong.
2.8 knots over ground with cruising speed revs. So probably a current of 2 knots, 2.5. in the middle then.
Yeah, I'm going for it. It's really shallow here.
As the rest we fall till it all breaks down. But I need it so I will stay around.
If you don't want to motor 51% of the time, you have to plan in short trips. Tie up, sail, tie up, sail again. That's why today all we plan to do is get out of the lagoon and tie up just south of it. You also have to take into account that there is a chance you actually don't find a place to tie up to. The Med is crowded. Europe is first world and locations are filled with boats. While enough people have money to buy boats and there are definitely well-built and expensive marinas, there are also places where space is limited and it's not that simple to just expand a pier. We heard that Cabo Palos is the only place in Spain that has a free town key. Reminiscing about the good old days in Greece where tying up to concrete walls was daily practice, we needed to see this for ourselves.
Having a good time up there?
Great time.
Good.
We roamed the pier but only found a spot where fishermen unload their catch. After talking to a local who told us when the pier is in use, we tied up. It's usually not a good idea to do that. Imagine parking your car next to the loading zone of a shopping mall. But the local assured us that if we move around dawn, we'll be fine here for the night. Ready to go?
Yeah.
Good. Straight to Cartagena?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yeah. Ready.
Ready.
High above the balance beam, up on the silver screen, inside my future dream.
The next weeks lead us down to Cartagena, one of the bigger towns along the coast and definitely a cruiser stop. After Cartagena, the usual stops are Almerimar and some port close to Malaga, before making the jump to Gibraltar and out of the Med. This part of the Med is called the Alboran Sea, and we heard stories of cruisers who entered the Med through Gib and decided to quickly turn around again and leave. Because of sailing conditions, steep and short waves, unpredictable winds, currents. This stretch is definitely a nuisance to navigate, but in case you do decide to enter the Med, be strong and keep going. You have to know that the pot of gold awaits you further east. Keep moving until you're out of the slim stretch of sea that falls victim to Atlantic tide and funny winds. The towns along the way make up for the bad sailing conditions and are really worth visiting. So we're looking forward to that one.
Hello. So how do you sleep?
So I was only sleeping a few hours. Always woke up because people on the pier and I slept with an ear open because we were on the fisherman's pier, but don't tell anyone.
Yeah.
It was okay because we heard that they come in the morning around 8, 9 they come back, and it's 7:30 now and we left around 7:15. Mandy thinks everything's easy peasy, but I don't want to mess with fishermen.
Also, it was really quite swelly.
Yeah, there was a quite swelly pier. It's a free pier and we come on.
But look at this.
And if you only knew how hard I try to see the other side, being alone was just what I prescribed, but then along came you. And if you only knew the way in which I've spent the last few years.
We're on our way to Cartagena. We're gonna spend 3 nights in the marina and get some boat jobs done. We're actually gonna meet a patron who's coincidentally in the area. That's gonna be fun. And just enjoy the town a bit. Need to do 2 oil changes. I need to have a look at the autopilot because that conks out now. We get a network error and no pilot. So that sucks because we kind of rely on that all the time, since when we're short-handed it's not really fun when you motor all the way to steer. So we just use the autopilot most of the time and then find ways to entertain ourselves on the boat. So that's gone, and a decrease in cruising quality. So we're gonna have a look at that. It's probably just moisture, so I'm gonna get some contact spray and spray the instruments. But yeah, let's hope for the best. Cartagena is located in a big sheltered inlet covered by hills. So if you're lucky, you get some katabatic winds to sail in. But usually you'd have to motor. Inside the bay, the winds just turn unpredictably. Cartagena is one of the typical winter marinas if you plan to stay on your boat during the cold months. You find 2 big marinas right about town. The place is attractive because of its close proximity of town center and the size of the city. It's big enough so even in winter it's quite lively.
This is working fantastic. You keep saying you like it so snug. I want to have a bigger bag. I don't want to struggle so much and squish that sail in there. What are you trying today?
I'm gonna check if I can retension some of the rigging. I have no idea.
Somebody wrote us how to do it, but that was whilst sailing, so this is not how you do it.
I'm gonna start with the baby stay and just give it a few turns to see a difference. I don't have that tool. There's this nice tool that shows you the
Tension?
tension. I don't have it. I'm just gonna see if I can undo the cotter pins and just figure out in general what to do. So then when we're sailing and we have the chance to retension it, then I know how to do it. It is because of a few amazing people who want to see this channel succeed that we are actually able to upload videos. YouTube is a marathon, and patrons give us and other sailing channels the chance to make it. Thank you for seeing the value in our videos and having the patience to see us improve. We hope others notice too. If you do, consider inviting your favorite YouTubers for a coffee or two. It goes a long way.
There are days where we are really excited to film, and there are days where we just don't feel like it. And also, frankly, we don't have much to show you here for the last 2 days. We're in Cartagena still, and it's our 3rd day now. And we've just been kind of hanging out, just enjoying our time, / trying to live through the heat, because it's crazy hot and the humidity is ridiculous. Like when you wake up in the morning and you walk around, you just get moist just from the air. It's really crazy. So it's been actually just nice hanging out, not doing much.
So we don't have a bosun chair, but we have this, which is a climbing seat.
Climbing gear pants thing.
I think it's just as safe because people climb in it with a little pouch, and you'll get some tweezy pliers. You get some stitching device. I don't know, maybe it helps you. And you get some contact spray.
Cool, thanks. So the last few times Alex has gone up and I winched him up. So today I said I want to go try it out. I'm a little bit afraid of heights still, so let's see how that goes. So we just made 2 knots in the line. And that's the one I feed through my big carabiner here. And then I take the halyard shackles and I put them onto the pants. So I have basically 4 attachments. If something fails, there's always something left, right? So this should be fine like that. Let's do this.
We had some issues with the deck light lately and Mandy wanted to climb the mast anyways. So that was a good opportunity to show her how strong I am, winching her up to the first spreader.
I'm good. Oh, that is corroded. Ooh. Oh, I just looked down. Ah. It's a cool shot though. So I put contact spray on the inside, right? I did it. You want to turn on the light just to see? No, not doing anything. It's not wiggly. No, I'll contact spray it first. Alright, try again. No! I'll have a look again. Man, I can't even fix the light. Ugh, contact spray in my eyes. Try again. No! Try again. I turn it around. Oh no, it doesn't work. Oh wait, do again. Yeah, it worked! Woo! I don't know, I wiggled it a bit. Maybe I spray some more. Try again. Wow, it doesn't work anymore. Yeah, okay. It is wiggly. Again? Yeah! Ow, that got hot really quick. Yeah, it worked. More contact spray? Just put more on. Okay. Our small baby brother.
Another small improvement we made while up there was adjust the length of the lazy jack lines. What's that, you ask?
This one here.
You'll find out after the break.
Yeah, I need a little bit more up, otherwise it'll be...
These lines hold up the sides of the lazy bag. The lazy bag is the cover for the mainsail.
Alright.
The main simply drops into this bag.
Yeah, wait, let me just think. Yeah.
Without the bag, you'd have to tie the sail to the boom, and we're too lazy to do that. And that's where it got the name! When you hoist the main, there is a chance that the lines get stuck on the battens of your sail, and that is kind of frustrating. So we tried to adjust them to make that happen less.
You take this ring.
I take this ring, baby, thank you.
Also, we added some rings to the joints of those lines, so they would distribute with more ease and less chafe.
Yeah, not really. Somehow yes and somehow no. No. I have it. Wait. Yeah. Who makes these knots on a boat? Does it look good? It's not too short. It needs to be pulling it up a bit. You can do it. Pull it, pull it.
Alright, I'm gonna let go of the main first.
No, let me first hang down a bit.
Yep. Opening main.
Slowly bringing someone down who is up on the mast is the more challenging task of both. And it's important to talk about it before you hoist people. Since Mandy is clipped in with 2 lines, we never open both jammers at the same time and we go one by one.
Main is closed. Speed is open. Speed is closed. Main is open. Main is closed. Speed is open.
Well, we do this left, right thing for a while and then we have the person down on deck again and everybody's happy.
Oh, I'm really sweaty now, it's so hot. Jeez, that was really fun.
I know.
Wow, it's so cool. I think through the excitement I didn't feel it until the last 3 minutes. I suddenly thought, wow, I'm overheating. Good job, babe.
I think that's it for the week.
Too bad the light doesn't really work.
If you want to see more of Cartagena, please do not subscribe because next week we leave right away and sail to Almerimar. So if you're interested in Almerimar, I will try to explain you our preventer system and Mandy shows you some weather. See you in the next one. Please, we need the watch time. Subscribe.